भारतीय जनता पार्टी की वरिष्ठ नेता, भारत सरकार में रक्षा मंत्री श्रीमती निर्मला सीतारमन जी आपको संबोधित करेगी।
Good afternoon. As you all are aware that today in the Supreme Court there was a verdict given by the court on a matter which I would want to just take a few minutes to explain. You're all aware that in December 2018, the court had given a comprehensive order as regards the Rafale purchase through intergovernmental agreement. And that order had spoken about price, had spoken about the process of procurement, and also spoken about the offset. Then subsequently, some individuals, former ministers, had approached the court to review that judgment. Subsequently again, through some illegally obtained documents, which were partly published or selectively published in some newspapers and magazines, the issue came up whether those documents which were effectively obtained illegally from the ministry. The Supreme Court heard the matter, reserved it, and then today have said that they will take those documents also as and when they go for reviewing that judgment of Supreme Court of December 2018. So that review petition which was filed by two former ministers and also one of the lawyer activists is waiting to be heard by the court. The review petition is waiting to be heard. In the meanwhile, when these documents were being published, which we hold were illegally obtained, a question whether those documents will have to be considered or not came up, and to that limited point, the government's position that they need not be taken on board has been put aside. The court said, as and when they will review based on that review petition, they will have these documents also put before them. That's all that has happened. And in this, the immediate response, particularly of the Congress President, is what I wish to start with today's press conference to highlight. His tweet has been given to me. I've seen him speak to, has been given to me. And in that, he has said that the court has said, चौकीदार ने चोरी की है. And even when all of you all have seen the media, the claim was that Chaukidar reference. Then again, he has said that the court has said on the matter of Narendra Modi gave Anil Ambani 30,000 crores. On that, the Congress President has said, इस बात को सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने मान लिया है. These are exact words that I'm reading out, both from his tweet and from his remarks in the media. I would like to question here. हम सबको मालूम है, we all know very well that the Congress president probably doesn't read even a half a paragraph. He conveys things which are being told to him. And he understands things only that far. But here, by saying this, that court name Manliya, and by also saying that the court has said, चौकीदार चोर है, चौकीदार अनिल अंबानी को इतना पैसा देने का मान लिया है. These verge on contempt of court. The court today has not said any such a thing. The court today has not commented on any such a thing. The president of a party which had been in power for so many years has completely shown his frustration by attributing words which have not been uttered by the Honorable Court. It does verge on contempt, and I reiterate that point. For a moment, I would go back to the Supreme Court order of 2018, where in the concluding paragraph, the Supreme Court has said, in view of our findings, I quote here, in view of our findings on all three aspects, which I had said earlier, price, process, offset. In view of our findings on all three aspects and having heard the matter in detail, we find no reason for any intervention by this court on the sensitive issue of the purchase of 36 defense aircrafts by the Indian government. Perception of individuals cannot be the basis of a fishing and roving inquiry by this court, especially in such matters. Unquote. If this is what the Supreme Court had said in December, and the review petition is waiting to be heard, and it was only to the limited point of the documents which had been partially, and I would like to show it before you. I'm not bringing any government documents out here. I'm showing what was printed in a newspaper, which we even today hold, sourced from illegally obtained documents of the government. Half a document was printed out in a paper. Half. The full page was revealed by another media house. And it is this which I'd like to highlight, which we very clearly said there was this kind of a bringing out of a document partly being shown for some God knows what agenda. And if indeed the minister's opinion was what is being drawn an attention to, it would only be fair to reveal the minister's opinion too. Even that was not revealed. So with this kind of selective picking on, I use the word in the sense of stealing of information, selective picking up on stolen documents, which is what was talked in the court. And today the court has told us that produce all that when I go to review it, which we shall comply with. When there is this kind of a part showing of documents, part not being revealed, where the germane matter very germane to the discussion, the opinion of the minister was very clearly put in. Selectively, we wouldn't reveal it. So, the question today was only on whether those documents should be taken for consideration at all, when there is...
जजमेंट आ गई है राहुल गांधी के बिना पड़े
So, today's judgment was pertaining only to that limited point of when we said these are not authenticated, not sourced documents which are legitimately obtained. Today the court has said that review petition which is waiting to be heard, you may place these documents also there. But I'm just being told that the judgment is also being uploaded. It's uploaded already. And paragraph 12 of the judgment, I'd like to read here for our benefit. I quote paragraph 12 of today's judgment. In the light of above, we deem it proper to dismiss the preliminary objections raised by the Union of India, questioning the maintainability of the review petitions, and we hold and affirm that the review petitions will have to be adjudicated on their own merit. That the review petitions will have to be adjudicated on their own merit by taking into account the relevance of the contents of the three documents, admissibility of which in the judicial decision-making process has been sought to be questioned by the respondents in the review petition. So, thank you. So here what is important is, these documents will have to be placed when the review is taken up by the court. That's all has been the matter today. Where, pray, has the court has said, as claimed by Sri Rahul Gandhi ji, I don't want to repeat those lines again. He may be brazen enough to claim whatever he claims without any proof. But today what he has done is gross contempt of court. Has today the court said anything to this effect? The court has said, and he goes to say what he wants to say, his pet line. And again, the pet theory, somebody is given 30,000 crores to somebody. He says, इस बात को एससी ने मान लिया है. कहा माना जी? आप पत्रकार, वरिष्ठ पत्रकार मेरे सामने बैठे हुए हैं. प्लीज बोलिए, आज सुप्रीम कोर्ट में कहीं ऐसे बात आया है क्या? इस देश को जो व्यक्ति खुद जमानत पर है, ऐसे गुमराह करने का अधिकार किसने दिया इनको? Whoever has given the right to misinterpret the court's verdict, which is, I've explained to you, to a limited point of whether these documents, which we still hold, have been illegally obtained, can be used or not. And it is only to that limited extent the court has said, produce it as and when I look into the review. This brazen attempt at throwing flack at people, mud at people by somebody who today, for instance, when his nomination is happening, is accompanied by Christian Michel's term, the family. People out on bail. And as he mocked me about AA in the parliament, my return mock, you would please remember that time. He was accompanied by RV today, on whom land corruption case, land kabza cases are all on. That is the company the candidate for Amethi or the sitting MP of Amethi is going on with to file his nomination. And he has today crossed that line of decency about the court. And an honest Prime Minister on whom there's just no case. Here is this person on bail, violating every norm of political decency, alleging things which the court has never said. The Congress Party's press conference also. I'd like to give you a few pointers on how essentially drawing from that article which has again appeared yesterday, for which the ministry itself has given a rebuttal, point by point rebuttal. Congress party today, drawing on that newspaper report, has said, oh no, you have sort of misled the court. You have not given information about the CAG. The next morning after the December verdict, we have approached on our own the Supreme Court, and you are aware we've asked for a correction. The CAG report was under preparation at the time when the government filed in the Supreme Court. And if it was submitted and there was some misinterpretation, we have approached the Supreme Court ourselves for a correction. So where have we misled the court? Congress party's repeated allegation today, you have misled the court ko gumrah kar diya. No, this is gumrah. This is gumrah. Janta ko gumrah business is yours. Saying what the court has not said. We have not done that. We have very clearly next day gone and filed a correction petition. And also, today Congress party's press conference say that the CAG has not been saying anything at all. CAG has looked into the last 2 years, all the files related to capital procurement. And then it went about saying, because the second point that the Congress party spokesperson took up today is about the price back again. My 560 versus your 1,600 crores, which has been squarely answered. And because they've said it in the context of CAG, I'd like to tell you today. The CAG looked at capital procurement and went through the files, all the files related to this matter, and in which Rafale is one of them, and concluded that at least 2.86% lesser than what was the UPA prices where we obtained it. And therefore, again, Congress party wants to perpetrate their own lies. Not based on facts. CAG has given you this fact. Have you not read the CAG's report? On the sovereign guarantee again, they repeatedly talk about it. No sovereign guarantee has opened. Several times before us, intergovernmental agreement, sovereign guarantee had not been obtained. And that has also been explained very clearly in the court. A letter of comfort was given from the French Prime Minister's side. A bank guarantee has been taken from the vendors in the performance of offset obligations. So where have we misled anybody? I want to repeatedly tell you that court has been given every such document they so required. And therefore, Congress party can churn as many lies as they want in the process. But today, I'll end with their last question, saying it was probably discussed in the Indian negotiating team, and somebody at that time had said, the booking orders for Rafale will not be completed in the next 10 years of delivery, and that has not been said to the Supreme Court. Laughable. It's like a fairy tale. September 2019, as per the agreement, Rafale is coming. Thank you very much. It's okay. चलिए
संजय शर्मा।
आपको पता है कि कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष राहुल गांधी बार-बार आपके साथ बोल रहे हैं कि झूठ बोल रहे हैं, नहीं कर रहे हैं, कम से आ रहे हैं, तो क्या उनका कोई लीगल एक्शन आप लोग ले सकते हैं?
देखते हैं। I can't read this much now. वही तो वो भी सजेस्ट कर रहे हैं ना, देखते हैं.
Aditi.
That's exactly what is going to be looked into when the review happens, isn't it? Isn't that what the court is going to be looking into? Yeah.
But BJP still calling them as stolen documents when the court has themselves...
No. It is not to say they are not stolen. What the court today has said, presented to us. They may be stolen or they may not be stolen. They have not spoken about it. They only said presented to us, which means the argument that in case a document is stolen, it should not be produced, to that extent they are saying produce that also. But we still hold that they have been illegally obtained. The court has not pronounced a verdict on, as much as I know, Bhatia here was a lawyer. They have not said, no, these documents are not stolen. They have said present these two to us. Our objection was they have been illegally obtained. To that extent, they said we dismiss your objection, but present the paper to us.
Contents of the stolen documents, are they correct or that is forgery?
No, I am not talking about it at all now.
Yeah.
But one thing I have repeatedly said in those kind of matters. 1 minute, जी उनको जवाब दो. Selectively pick up papers every now and then and put it without giving a complete picture can also lead to a lot of misleading information till such a time the court looks into them. So that has to be also taken on board when you ask me this question. Are they correct or they are not correct? Selectively take out papers from a larger document and selectively choose to put them in public without giving them the context. Like the way I showed you. Even within one page, you put the top half without putting the bottom half because the bottom half doesn't suit you.
आप कह रहे हैं कि वो पेपर इलीगल थे, लीक किए गए थे. क्या उस पे कोई जांच हुई और जांच हुई तो क्या कुछ फाइंड आउट हुआ कि आखिर ये पेपर कैसे लीक हुआ मंत्रालय से?
उसके लिए मंत्रालय से ही जवाब आ चुका है. आप जरा उसको रेफर करिए.
देवेंद्र सर.
हाँ. वो सही बात बोले ना. मंत्रालय ने सही बात कोर्ट के सामने रखे. पेपर चोरी हुआ मतलब ज़ेरॉक्स हुआ है या लीक किया है, वो सब ठीक है. वो डेफिनेशन के ऊपर तो चर्चा हुई. एजी ने आकर के बाद में क्लैरिफिकेशन भी दिए. वो सब भी हुआ. वो कहना ही आवश्यकता है, इसीलिए कह दिया. ये नहीं है कि मैं मेरा फाइल आपके पास दे दूं, इनके पास भी दे दूं. ऐसा नहीं होता है.
हाँ देवेंद्र आप.
Oh. आप दोबारा क्वेश्चन. क्रिस्टियन मिशेल का फैम है. I have no reaction to give on that.
आप
Ma'am, when you say that defense ministry's classified documents have been illegally obtained, is the defense ministry going to initiate any legal action over it?
Going to initiate is not the question, it's already initiated.
ऑन
Ma'am, the fact that the court has allowed for these three pieces of documents to be used as evidence in future hearings whenever the review petitions are heard, isn't that a setback? Because the AG constantly argued one, it definitely, in a sense, authenticates and probably proves that those documents are genuine. And also the AG argued that, this is not permissible under OSA, and the court said, well, RBI now permits for all of this.
I don't know if that is part of the judgment.
It is the RTI Act of 2005 was quoted previously also in hearings and today also in the judgment as well, saying if it...
Is it there? Is it there? Okay.
So, isn't that
I've seen this. He just showed it to me. He showed me just.
चलिए आप
Please, just 1 minute. Let me address.
isn't that a setback? At the end of the day, what you counter constantly and press for not to be used as evidence will be used eventually.
Whatever the court wants us to produce, we have produced till now. We are producing even now if they want it. Now the question of objecting to these illegally obtained papers was that they were illegally obtained. We are not even talking about what is in it, but that they are illegally obtained. And also the fact that very day, the ministry also came out clearly saying, you are not even showing the minister's comment below it. Because the highlighted line was, the objections were being drawn to the attention of the Raksha Mantri then. So if it was being partly shown, and if it was illegally obtained, is there a reason for the court to look at it? That's exactly what the AG raised as a question. That is fine. If the court wants us to show some of the papers which they want to ask us of, we will definitely show them what they want. Let the court ask us, we will comply with it. That is exactly where our position is.
अमेठी में नामांकन करने के लिए जब राहुल गांधी गए थे तो वहां पर तमाम आरोप लगाए कोर्ट का आदेश आने के बाद उन तमाम आरोपों का आपने जवाब दे दिया। एक बात उन्होंने और कही कि इस मुद्दे पर मैं प्रधानमंत्री को चुनौती देता हूं कि 15 मिनट वो आकर उससे बहस करें। तो चुनौती बताएं।
पहले वो जजमेंट पढ़े और ये भी दिखाएं अभी कि कहां कोर्ट में आज ये दोनों बात बोला गया। मैं रिपीट नहीं कर रही हूं, मैं पढ़ चुकी हूं। वो लाइन कहां है कोर्ट का जजमेंट में? आज कहां कोर्ट ने माना कि सो एंड सो ने सो एंड सो की 30,000 करोड़ दिया है, ऐसे कोर्ट ने माना है? कहां माना है जी? अगर बेसिक जजमेंट में से जो नहीं है उसको आप कोट करने वाले इतना ईमानदार, प्रधानमंत्री को बुला रही हो डिस्कशन में? कम से कम झूठ बोलना बंद करो।
हिमांशु
मगर हमारी सरकार के ऊपर बार बार बोलते हैं कि ये सरकार सबको डराते हैं वगैरह। धमकी देने वाला कौन है अभी? ओके, थैंक यू। हाँ, दैट वाज आस्क्ड। जवाब दे दिया मैंने, कमेंट नहीं किया, कमेंट नहीं किया उसके। हिंदी में पूछने में कई जवाब दे देती हूँ। जी, सेटबैक बिल्कुल नहीं। अभी तो पूरे दूध का दूध पानी का पानी हो जाएगा। कांग्रेस को मुंह दिखाने लायक नहीं रहेंगे कांग्रेस। थैंक यू। ऑलराइट।